What's up? How you doing? Here we are. Beautiful night tonight. Beautiful night. We got some Pacific sole. I know there's a word in between there, but beautiful fish. Look at that. Fresh fish. That's what we're cooking tonight for dinner. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on them at my trusted pan, salt, pepper, and bunch of lemons. You know, I'm on a one-man crusade to change like the spellbinder would do. I want to take the S away from chickens and just make plural chicken. You know, I mean, it should be like moose. You don't say mices or mooses or anything like that, or mices, right? So it should be, look at those, there's like 10 chicken there. You don't need the S for that. If you say it enough times, chicken for plural sounds fine. So we have some vegetable oil, expeller press. This thing heats up to 460 and it will not burn. You go higher than that though. So we're gonna put some in here. A little extra. We don't eat the oil, we eat the fish. But I need the depth to fry in. So we're gonna crank it up here, put it on position. All right. Now we start. So this is a good looking fish. Look at that fish. And the way you know your oil is ready, besides putting your finger in there, is a bamboo stick. Right? Take a bamboo stick, dip it in there. If you see bubbles coming out from the bamboo surrounding area, that means the oil is ready for frying. Right? Put it over here. You got to make sure your fish is dry after you wash it, otherwise the oil goes nuts. Take Bounty towels. They're the quicker picker-upper. When I was a kid, there was a commercial about Bounty. They used to make good commercials in those days. But who was it, Rosie or somebody? She worked at the diner, and somebody would spill a beverage accidentally, and then she would pull out the Bounty. I think back then Viva was also a competitor. Brawny was the other one. But in my family, married family and family when I was a kid, they all bought Bounty. They would do commercials where they would wet the Bounty and put weight on it, and the Bounty would hold and the other one rip right through. Yeah, if you're using toilet paper, right? You think the competition would have cracked the code and they would have said, hey, we got to use the technique that Bounty uses because we're losing sales to Bounty. But no, they continued making the cheaper one. And who buys a cheaper one? Hotels. I have a theory that the expensive hotels buy cheap toilet paper not because it's cheap, but because it causes fewer clogs, where the good stuff is nice and fluffy. Remember that guy, Mr. Sharman? Mr. Whipple was his name. Mr. Whipple. Don't squeeze the Sharman. Guy made a career out of selling toilet paper on television. All right. Gets dusty with flour. Sounds like my Garrett 5.0. I believe we're almost ready. It's a tough job. That was not my Garrett, that was the fire department, but that's a tough job. Both jobs are tough. Fire department, police. Any job where you're putting your life on the line for others is a very tough job. Lumberjack. Alright, I think we're good. I mean, I didn't bring the bamboo. I know I should have, but it looks ready. So we're gonna go. Yeah, that's ready. You can hear it. I want to get a dish, a clean dish. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I got the dish. Smells good. So, like me, somebody now is smelling this being cooked and somebody's saying somebody's cooking fish. Because fish you could smell, you know, 10-mile radius, you could smell somebody doing fish. As Bob Dylan would say, it's not done yet, but it's getting there. Or something like that. All right, we're on fish number 4. Stick a lemon there. This smells delicious. But nice night tonight. Kind of medium, you know, the weather, the temperature, you know, not cold, not warm, but just right, perfect Goldilocks zone. But the fish, wow, Pacific Soul. There's a word in between there I'm missing, I know. Starts with a P. Piranha, I don't know. I went to the meat dealers and I said, do you guys have sweetbreads? This is a while ago. And the guy said, yeah. I said fresh. He goes, no, frozen. So I said, all right, give me a pound. The Duke boys. I said, give me a pound. He gave me a pound, but it was from an older animal, like a full-grown steer, and it was a bit rough to chew, a little bit tough. So I went back to another meat dealer, and I said, you have sweetbreads? And he said, yeah. He goes, we have fresh ones. I said, do you have veal? And he said, yes, I do. Said to me, come in on the weekend, order it, and I'll have it for you on Wednesday. I haven't done that yet. Those are extremely tasty. The sweetbreads, very tasty. You know, most people don't even know what those are. I'm gonna flip it. The flipping is the hard part. I'm gonna stand up, get some leverage. That was easy. Using some of this Australian oil. Extra virgin. I don't know, my whole life I've never gotten non-virgin olive oil. I don't even know what they use that for. You know, I don't know, lubrication, I don't know, but I've never seen an olive oil. Maybe if you go to a regular, I don't know, department store, they have olive oil, but not extra virgin. I always get extra virgin, so I don't know what the other stuff is for. I get extra virgin. If I can get it, I get it like this one here, which is First Harvest. You can hear the cops in the distance. Now they're getting closer. Maybe that's the fire department. Cops have a more aggressive and annoying siren. Yeah, many years ago, I got stopped by the police. I was walking on the edge of a mall there, you know, minding my business, and all of a sudden I noticed, this is many years ago, but I noticed a police cruiser was following me, and I looked and he rolled down his window and he said, you mind jumping in? And I said, well, I mind, but you know, what do you need? And he says, I don't think it's you, but you fit a description of somebody who robbed or stole books or something from the bookstore in the mall. And I said, okay. So he goes, jump in the front and I'll take you to the front there where the manager is, he said to me, and see if they can identify you one way or another. So he brings me to the front. Manager took a look like that to me and did one of those, and the cop said, sorry, but you kind of fit the description, and he let me go. Another time, I got stopped by the police, and I was walking on a street, kind of like a main street, late at night, not late, but around 10 o'clock, which I guess is kind of late. And I was walking, I had a brand new jacket, I just bought it. Carhartt, brand new one. and it had a hoodie and everything. And I had it on, I was walking, and I was talking to somebody on the phone as I was walking. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I see a bunch of cruisers surround me. And they jumped out of their car, and they said to me, you fit the description of somebody who's been breaking the windows along this road here. But then, under closer examination, they said, nope, that's not you, and they apologized a few times for stopping me. And I said, no problem. Don't worry about it. But yeah, apparently somebody who had a hoodie like mine was going by at night and throwing rocks, where the businesses are, and they would break their windows. And the cops stopped me thinking maybe it was me. And I want to tell them, you know what, if it were me, I wouldn't be coming here twice. Same place, wearing the same jacket or similar. But it was just somebody with a hoodie doing that, and because I had a hoodie on, they stopped me and they asked me a few questions. After, I don't know, a minute, they let me go. They realized it wasn't me. Because if it were me, I would have done it from a distance with a slingshot. But anyway, I didn't fit the description in close up. So I got stopped twice. This is 20 years ago. It happens. Sometimes you match the description of somebody who did something, and of course they have to investigate that. But yeah. I figure, a little adventure here and there. Not a big deal. They even asked me, where'd you get that jacket from? I told him I got it the other night, at the mall, another mall. And he said, oh. Just doing their job, right? If they didn't, like say I fit the description, they ignored me. They said, yeah, he fits the description, but we're not going to talk to him. That would be dereliction of duty. That would be, you're not doing your job. So, that's the way it goes. But they were, they were nice about it. They didn't shove me around, or they just, they came, they were polite. They asked me a few questions. They realized it wasn't me. They were looking for someone else, and, that was it. Another time when I was much younger, I was like in my 20s, early 20s. I was doing 40 on a road that you shouldn't be doing 40 on, and all of a sudden I look in my rearview mirror and there was a cop pulling me over, and she pulls me over and gave me a ticket. And I was thinking, gave me a ticket for going over 5 miles an hour. 5 miles an hour. And I go, that's a bit petty. I could see if I was really speeding, but I was doing 40 and a 35. Technically, she can give me a ticket, right? But I mean, usually for 5 miles an hour, you gotta think of it this way, 5 miles an hour is slightly faster than walking speed. So I was doing 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, and she gave me a ticket. And I found it a bit strange that I would get a ticket for 5 miles an hour over. So I examined the ticket closer, and I realized that she put down that I was doing 40 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, which even that, you know, you go, okay, 10 mile an hour, but I guess percentage-wise, it's enough to give you a ticket. So what I did is I filed the paperwork to go to court. First time I went to court, you know, and I went and I borrowed a friend of mine's camera. He had a good camera. I wanted to get good pictures of the speed limit sign. So I went and took pictures of where I got stopped, you know, further up and all of that, and the sign right there for that zone, and it said 35 mile an hour limit. And did my court thing. I went to court, went in front of, I don't know what they are, I don't think he was a judge, he was something, clerk. And I showed him the 40 pictures I took of the same sign, and he dismissed it. He said, all right, and it was dismissed, even though I was doing 5 miles over. He probably said 5 miles over, he pulled him over for 5 miles, you know. Like I said, it was petty. And it was the wrong speed. She had put that I was doing 40 and a 30, but I was doing 40 and a 35. And when they saw that, they dismissed it. They said, "Told me to go." Anyway, I'm going to continue cooking here. I have one more after this, and then I got to go inside and turn off the asparagus. So that's it for now. Maybe not, but you know, I feel like it is. Well, it looks like I'm back, and I have another fish to fry, a bigger fish. Branzini. I wasn't going to do it tonight. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I changed my mind. I'm not going to cook the head. I'm not fascinated with eating the head. Looks better without the head anyway. So I will put it in a little bit of flour. I will season it. And I'm going to cut the tail. I don't need the tail. Tail wagging the fish. Tail wagging the fish. I'm going to get a scissors though. Alright, I'm going to cut the tail off. I don't. Unnecessary because it's taking up room. Plus I don't eat the tail. So get it nice and clean in here. Put a little bit of tough to do if the thing doesn't want to balance. All right. Nice. I'm gonna throw this stuff out. It used to be a cartoon years ago, Top Cat or something, and they would show the opening credits. The cats would be eating the head and the tail. I don't know why they leave that on. All right, cleaned everything off here. I'm gonna flip the fish over. Oh yeah, very nice. Very nice. That smells delicious. Be fun to be a fish for a little bit. Every time I think of that, I remember Don Knotts, Mr. Furley, became a fish, but he became a cartoon fish, you know. Become a fish, a bird, not forever, but you know, maybe for a couple of weeks. Nice bird though, like maybe a raven or a hawk, a nice American bald eagle. Fly around mountaintops. So I'm going to put olive oil, a little bit of garlic, salt, pepper, and I might add a little bit of oregano. Put it in the middle, top. That smells good, good fish. Of course, lemon. Love lemon, lime. Big fan of lime. All right, well, nothing exciting is going to happen beyond this point. So I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll be back again some other day. Like probably tomorrow.